Turning now to a major weather story affecting parts of northern Ontario and Quebec. Environment Canada has issued winter storm and rain warnings for northeastern Ontario and is advising people to stay home. We'll have more in a moment on which major highways are closed and the anticipated snowfall today. But first, I'm joined by Marcus Schwabe, the host of CBC Radio Morning North. The show is broadcast from Sudbury, and he was not able to get to the studio today, and maybe those snowbanks behind you are part of the reason why. What's it like there right now, Marcus?
Well, Andrew, I've been here for about half an hour outside, and we had about freezing rain about 30 minutes ago. It changed to ice pellets, and it changed to snow. And right now, it's almost like the sun is coming out. It's a little light, but we had so much snow last night. You can see that's a fire hydrant that's buried in the snow in front of this house. This is one of my neighbor's home, Craig, and Craig's just going to try to scrape the windshield because we had some freezing rain, and there's, a layer of ice on top of vehicles, a lot of snow, like 30, 40, 50 centimeters. I think Environment Canada is still trying to calculate. I think the worst of it may be over. We're still expecting some more light snow, but now it's time to shovel.
Time to shovel, and the sound of breaking ice off the car, that is a familiar sound to Canadians. It's not a sound we like to hear deep into March, but here we are. So what is the impact that it's having on the community?
Well, for people, this street that I'm on right now, no one has traveled on it. There was one car that tried to get out earlier this morning, and it got stuck. It just had to back in, and it took a long time for them to back in. So we're waiting for the plows to come by. There'll be huge piles of snow at the end of people's driveways when that happens, and that won't be fun. But Canada Post is not delivering in not only Sudbury, but also Sault Ste. Marie and North Bay today. The hospital here in Sudbury has canceled surgeries for today, including cancer treatments. We've got a bunch of businesses closed, and Craig's wife owns a pharmacy in Sudbury, and she just had to shut down for the day, can't get out there to work. There's some other healthcare workers along the street, and they were trying to get out this morning. They never got to work, so the hospital, as I mentioned, canceling surgeries. It's all sorts of transportation issues. I didn't get to work for the first time since 1997 that I've hosted Morning North on CBC Radio. I could not get to work because of the weather. And what's interesting is that 6 years ago, COVID started. And it's a bit of deja vu for people in Sudbury because a lot of people are just stuck in their homes. In fact, the police have told people to stay home, to get off the roads, and let the crews who are out there do their work.
And Marcus, just one last question to you. I'm trying to really look at the road behind you. I mean, is that road just totally snowed in? Like, you wouldn't be able to drive in that, would you? I'm trying to see.
No.
No way.
Well, it's sort of hard to see, but I'm stepping into the snow,
Okay.
and there's a layer of ice on top of the snow because of the freezing rain that we've had. So it's like 1.5 feet plus a layer of freezing rain. It's a mess.
Wow. All right. Yeah. No one's driving on those roads. Probably no one really wants to walk on them either. All right. Marcus,
right.
We wish you well. Thank you. Host of CBC Radio Morning North, Marcus Schwabe in Sudbury, Ontario. So for more on the winter storm hitting Ontario, we're now joined by Dan Perry. He is the Director of Public Works for the city of Sault Ste. Marie. And Dan, what kind of conditions are you seeing there right now?
Conditions are definitely challenging right now. I think we had about just shy of 40 centimeters of snow yesterday, and it hasn't really let off through the evening and into today as well. So it's challenging driving conditions and challenging operating conditions for our team.
And so are people out and about on the roads or not? Have you basically advised people to stay off the roads?
We're asking travelers to refrain from non-essential travel right now. All city facilities are currently closed, and we're just focusing on essential services at this time.
And so how is the city managing the situation with all this snow?
We have a really good operations team here. They're working around the clock to ensure that the roadways remain open. We're focusing on the arterial and collector roadways right now. And then once we get caught up with those, we'll move into the subdivisions.
And what, in terms of accumulation, what are you expecting? Or is this mostly over? Is more coming?
It looks like there's forecasts for more to come through the night, so we're probably expecting another, 10 to 30 centimeters, depending on which way the wind blows.
And how much has fallen so far?
We've had 40 centimeters yesterday, and then we're still kind of trying to keep up with the Environment Canada information. So we're expecting quite a bit more today.
So if I'm doing the math right, that could be about 70 centimeters of snow in a couple of days. I mean, that is a lot of snow.
Yeah, it's been challenging, and one of the biggest challenges right now is the blowing snow. We do have low visibility at times in the drifting snow across the roads, which is causing challenges as well.
All right, so what should residents there keep in mind if they do decide to go outside?
Really just drive according to the weather conditions and give the City of Sault Ste. Marie staff as much room as they can when they're doing what they have to do to keep the roads safe.
And now, can you tell me what's affected by all of this? Schools, hospitals, what's kind of being challenged right now?
There's a pretty wide swath of facilities across the community that are affected. Right now the focus is just making sure that we have emergency services access to where they need to go today.
All right, Dan, thank you. Dan Perry is the Director of Public Works for the City of Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.